Knowing ecology of the pastors and politicians to control the virulence. Politicians and pastors are like a virus that want to destroy the world. They are comparable with the plague. The causative agent of this disease is money. We can verify this disease with a naked eye. In another word, it's not necessary to use a microscope to detect this virus. It is a germ that invades a natural body. This is a pathogen that circulates in a clean milieu. That's to say, a bacteria-free zone, which is the world. Several politicians and pastors are commensal and spoilage bacteria that cause all the evils in the world. In other words, all the world's ills are attributed to politicians and pastors who use the name of the Lord to get rich themselves, to exploit the children of God. They convince people that they are believe in God, they have faith in God, and politicians promise to the poor during the election they will change the world if they get elected. And when they come to power, they completely forget their promises to the people. Politicians and pastors are the root of all evils in the world because they are selfish. The social ills of the world are not divine curse, but the result of the decision, action of the political leaders and pastors have taken to or refused to take. 1 John 2 verse 15 and 16 says, "Do not love the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For everything in the world, the craving of sinful man, the lust of his eyes, and the boasting of what he has, and those come not from the Father, but from the world." Being a pastor doesn't mean be greater, more important than the heads or the faithful of the flock or the sheep. Being a pastor doesn't mean one cannot adopt a proud and off-the air an attitude of snobbery. Being a pastor doesn't mean one can seek to dominate the herds, the flock, or the sheep. A pastor is a human like human like all human beings. It must mean the demon of society. It should be a good shepherd, that's to say, to take care, encounter the flock God entrusted to them. Unfortunately, several pastors abuse, ruin his flocks. They have no compassion, charity, and love for them. These pastors allow themselves to lead by love of money. They want the flocks to feed them, to buy beautiful cars, airplanes, beautiful houses for them, but they do nothing to change the social, spiritual need of the flocks. Mark 6 verse 34 says, "When Jesus Christ landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion for them, because they were like sheep without a shepherd. So he began teaching them many things." Jesus Christ was not going to act as the pastor of Kasai Oriental, the center of the Democratic Republic of Congo, where the flock of faithful have abandoned the churches because the pastors sold them during an election campaign. Pastors have sold the soul of the faithful to the candidates, saying the sheep or the faithful, adding the political money adds up to the church's awakening. Because of disappointment, because of this election, over 50 churches in the city of Umbu, Mahi, Kasai, Congo, have no faithful, abandoned the churches. The faithful, all the sheep, all the feeders were hungry because of the materialist attitude of the pastors. These pastors are playing with the name of the Lord, and I am sure the Lord will not fail to make them pay the consequences. Deuteronomy 5 verse 11 says, "You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God." For the Lord God will not hold him guiltless who misuses his name. Political leaders around the world are guilty of all evil or all injustice in the world. If political leaders in the world have no villains, selfish, wicked, they would make the world more livable, hospitable. Unfortunately, governments are enemies of the peoples. For irony, to manipulate peoples in the world, they say, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. But it is a mockery. The peoples are tied with politician dialogue, and discontent forged the birth of Donald Trump, Michel Martelly, and Jean-Bertrand Aristide, to name a few. Political culture needs improvement. A new world order is needed. Because the population is misinformed by the political leaders and pastors who use the mass media to make this work. The world needs a new direction. This is not a prediction, nor a prophetic word. We are living this reality. It becomes flesh. Every government should know its role to its people, and the shepherd to its sheep. I understand my weakness to comprehend how a pastor or a priest can act as a layman, and a government as totally naive and irresponsible to its people. John 8, verse 24 and 45 says, "You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desire. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and a father of liars. Yet because I tell the truth, and you do not believe me." Thank you all.